Oh shit, let me make sure my fucking rosters. Virgil wasn't bad though on this new gen shit. You lost connection to the EA servers. I guess I've been sitting too long on this fucking screen. But what, nigga, you about to advance? Well, might as well get comfortable, nigga. All right, bro. Well, they haven't even started playing yet. Well, you said big fat what? What is that? Oh hell yeah, that shit kept on fucking up, bro. I should fucking played him that many times. All of a sudden, he came with a whole new game plan and everything.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Los Angeles Rams.
Boy.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium.
I hate this shit. They still ain't fixed that in Madden, bro.
And no chance to get away as they'll get
turn left, and turn left, and turn right. Should have known this. Let me run this play real quick.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Boy.
Second and 4. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London. 77 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first on the road here in
Why
LA.
declining, shall I say.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Rams 0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
What y'all doing over there?
And the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hello?
They'll begin on the ground with
That's what the hell y'all doing over there?
he is met in his
Up and
tracks
shit.
behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up
Y'all
second.
said y'all
Part of their struggles last
they ain't even
week
started
was
that other
getting
game?
these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford.
Oh, bro, that's a pick. 47?
As he let that go. And it's going to bring
You're not even paying attention, dog.
This defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marlon Davidson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
That's taken at around the 40.
Oh, I saw the crease.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 48-yard line.
Ooh, the crease was there, boy.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 48-yard line.
2nd and 5. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
All right, bro.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
All right, man.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On the return is Williams. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now to have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Akers. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
On second down, here's Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, but was second most in a season all time. Truly MVP caliber performance for the Super Bowl champs, and he capped it off in the Super Bowl himself as the MVP. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Akers again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Van Jefferson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bird to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Stafford.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. He'll return it from the 6. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will at least be able to fall on it himself, but it was 4th down, and the possession changes.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Finding space at the 40. Stafford on first down. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the 2nd half gets started. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I'll don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Stafford. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Stafford. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
The tackle by D'Angelo Malone. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll try the air now with Stafford.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by D'Angelo Malone. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that one's going to hurt big time because it's a one-score game, and they certainly thought with that throw they were getting a difference-making score right there.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll run with Patterson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That goes for a gain of 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
Don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. The Gay knocks this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man, it's London. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Back to throw again. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Rams 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. Williams loses the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly a disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 25 on second down, Stafford. And it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself time.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, 28 yards. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Rams 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked out, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Tossing out right here to Patterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
thrown out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45.